Listen, what do you think we should do for the Queen? How do we commemorate 70 faultless years?
Well, first of all, I would like to have two things for her. One in London and the other in Scotland. In London, I'd like her in her 50s, because that was a very happy year. She had all her 4 children. The Duke of Edinburgh was now satisfied with being, one step behind. And I think she should be on a horse. And she should have 2 of her corgis looking up to her from the ground, as she loves them so much. And I think that would be something very traditional. She wouldn't want something that's terribly super modern. And then I think in Scotland, she and the Duke of Edinburgh should be standing together, and they should have that very occasional wonderful smile that they gave each other. The Queen didn't believe in showing emotion, particularly when you were out, except when she's saying hello to people that she's walking by. And I think if they had that as a memorial to her up there, because she loved Scotland so much, she'd go there every summer and also other occasions if she could. And I think that would make a sort of very nice balance. And that would be the things and the people that she most liked. I mean, she loved her children, she loved the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren, but really she absolutely adored horses and dogs. And when then little Prince Charles was small, she used to go and say hello to the horses before she went in to see him. So let us put her on a beautiful horse, well trained, one of her favourites, and I think that would be a very, very nice thing to do. But I don't think it should be outside Buckingham Palace, because she never really liked
it.
No, she didn't. Angela, she was a modest woman in her own way, wasn't she? Would she want a big fuss made? Would she want a lasting memorial? Because there are statues of her, plaques of her, photos, portraits of her all around the country.
I think there's nothing like a statue, actually. This is quite traditional, isn't it? All the leaders and people who have been very, very important to this country have a statue for themselves. And I think she would like that very much. I don't think it's a fuss, because it'd be their part of London and part of Scotland, and I think that would be lovely, so that she was there, but it wouldn't be costly once it'd been made, if you see what I mean.
Do you know what, Angela? I can't believe the description. You really thought about this. There's a committee called the National Memorialisation Committee. You should be chairman of this. You should be telling them what to do. They've been set up to sort out what kind of memorial there should be. She should be in charge of it, shouldn't she?
You certainly give evidence to it.
We've got... If you're a journalist, you're used to coming up very quickly with things.
You're very good. Now listen,
hard,
something we want to talk to you about, and you'll know if anybody does. There's lots of rumours around that Harry and Meghan they're in the midst of a trial separation. Have you heard that?
Oh yes, very much so. I'm not in the least bit surprised. I think Meghan is a tremendously good plotter. And I think she's going along 2 parallel lines at the moment. On the one, it's saying that they're moving to a different place, because Malibu now, because they've got lots of super A-level, particularly strong actors and people like that there. The other thing is that they're joining a new charity, which talks all about the importance of fathers. This is again a sign of their joint hypocrisy, because neither of them have anything to do with their fathers at the moment. But they think fathers need gender equality and help with being fathers. So that's that. So you see them sort of going together. On the other hand, the main thing I think is the pre-separation separation is that Harry will be going to Africa to try and do a documentary of walking in his mother's footsteps that he hopes Netflix will accept, and then they can get their £40 million. This is a huge thing for him to do. Certainly, if he does anything to do with his mother, he needs somebody there to help him, because he still cries, he still thinks about her every day, he still thinks that she's talking to him and telling him what to do. And to be there on his own, knowing he's got this incredible demand, I think is very significant.
But isn't it, Andrea, it's important as well, isn't it? Because that's where Harry and Meghan sealed their love, wasn't it? They went to South Africa. So the very fact that she wouldn't be going with him is incredibly significant.
Yeah, I mean, she'd been there once. I don't think she wants to go there again, sleeping
She was in a tent.
Sleeping under the stars in a tent, you know. I don't think that's Meghan at all. But I think that this is a pretend thing that they're going to make it all work again. I think if you stay away for a long time, it's not going to take 5 minutes to do this documentary, or even maybe 5 months. Netflix are very demanding, and it will be very long. What is he going to do about his children? Will they not know him when he comes back? They're very little and small. It seems very, very strange. Whereas Meghan is moving apparently into a room in a hotel. I mean, Harry was supposed to be in a hotel. She's in a hotel. They've got this house with 16 bathrooms. I mean, it's absolutely astonishing. I mean, why have they got it? Anyway, she's there, he's here. And I think Meghan would be blaming Harry for absolutely everything, to be quite honest with you. Because
And the press, Angela.